Good morning, world. I'm Harrison Laine, the fuck-up who does fuck-ups. Happy Halloween, everyone! Let's celebrate this holiday by watching a terrifying movie. Not really terrifying scary, it's just terrifying. This is Hocus Pocus. What a fucking stupid movie. This film was about a group of kids who stop a group of witches. Sounds basic enough, right? But this isn't your usual Halloween movie. No. This is much more annoying. Very, very annoying. I just wish I had a witch that could erase this movie from my memory. I had to suffer an hour and a half of a movie that was an hour and a half too long. So why don't you share the misery with me? This is Hocus Pocus. So the movie starts off with a young boy named Thackeray, and he's looking for his sister.
Elijah, pass to see my sister Emily. Hey, but look, they conjure. She's done for. Not yet. You wake my father. Summon the elders. Go.
Why did he pull the other guy to his ear when he was right there just to scream in his ear? So Thackeray goes running after his sister into the woods. Well, that's nothing. You just see the guy at the other part of the woods. So he finds his sister in a house, but she's surrounded by three witches played by Bette Midler, Sarah Jessica Parker, and Kathy Nimiji. I can't pronounce her last name. They play Winifred, Sarah, and Mary. They are getting ready to become younger by using Thackeray's sister.
One drop of this, and her life will be mine. I mean, ours.
No!
A boy!
A boy? Yeah, thanks. I wouldn't have figured that out if he wasn't a boy, if he hadn't said anything. Oh, look! A piece of paper! Thackeray stops the witches from harming his sister, but then Winifred puts on a spell that leaves him useless. Wow, nice special effects. I'm guessing Disney took part in this stuff. Oh yeah, that explains it. But I don't get it. We didn't see the girl drink out any of the potion, so why is she glowing? Did some of the potion go into her mouth? Show stuff! So the witches suck the life out of the little girl, and they become younger.
I am beautiful. Boys will love me. We're young.
Hey, she's doing a Sylvester Stallone impression. Adrian!
Well, younger. But it's a star!
I don't know why, but this Winifred character reminds me of that woman Martian from Mars Attacks. But to be fair, the Martians are more realistic.
Whatever shall we do with him? Book? Darling, come to mommy. Yes. His punishment must be more fulsome, more lingering. Dazzle me, my darling.
Yes! Dazzle me, my darling! Show me a spot that can keep me mugging for the entire movie! So the witches find out what they can do to the boy. They make him live forever. As a cat. Here's a question, guys. If you want to stay young forever, why don't you use that spell on yourselves? You're giving the boy immortality. Yes, he's a cat forever, but why the hell don't they turn into something to make them last forever? Surely there has to be a spell in that book of yours that shows you how to stay young forever. You don't need to feed on children's souls to have more power. Leave that to Disney. But they're surrounded by the townfolk.
Daughters of darkness, open this door!
Hide the child. Witches? There be no witches here, sir. Don't get your neck out of that twist. We are just three kindly old spinster ladies.
That's why we're blocking the door, because we're the kindest women ever. So the witches are about to be hanged when Winifred says her last words.
One All Hallows Eve when the moon is around, a virgin will summon us from under the ground. We shall be back, and the lives of all the children shall be mine.
You are aware there are children watching.
Cut the decades later to the 90s, where a teacher is telling her students the tale of the witches that we just saw, which were sisters apparently.
And so, the Sanderson sisters were hanged by the Salem townfolk. Now there are those who say that on Halloween night, a black cat still guards the old Sanderson house, warning off any who might make the witches come back to life.
I'm sorry, but aren't these kids a little old to have a teacher talk to them like this? This is how a teacher talks to young elementary school kids. This isn't for high school. But one kid is skeptic about the story. This kid's name is Max, a kid who moved from California.
Give me a break.
Mr. Dennison, would you care to share your California laid-back tie-dye point of view?
Okay. Granted that you guys here in Salem are all into these black cats and witches and stuff, but Halloween was invented by the candy companies. It's a conspiracy.
Halloween isn't a day for make-believe for kids. No. It's a lie. It's all a lie! Like Christmas is just a day for buying material presents for your loved ones just so you can buy their love.
It just so happens that Halloween is based on the ancient feast called All Hallows Eve. It's the one night of the year where the spirits of the dead can return to Earth.
Boy, these kids are impressed with things that they probably already knew. What other obvious subjects would they applaud for? Hey everybody! Casper is a ghost! Television is for watching! This is gonna be a shitty-ass movie! Fuck you people, I'm right. So he's on his way home when he stopped by these two bullies, who are so uncreative that they make Bulk and Skull look like Fry and Laurie.
I'm Jay. This is Ernie. How many times I gotta tell you? My name ain't Ernie no more. It's Ice.
Oh, bad news, guy. We already have an Ice. And right now, you're making him look more credible.
Let's have a butt.
No thanks, I don't smoke.
They're very health conscious in Los Angeles. You got any cash? Hollywood?
No! Stop! Do not go there!
Gee. We don't get any smokes from you. We don't get any cash. What am I supposed to do with my afternoon?
Maybe you could learn to breathe through your nose.
This guy would laugh at anything, wouldn't he? Hey, guess what? My arm's getting amputated tomorrow. There's gonna be a black president in the near future. I fucked your sister. So because he doesn't have anything to give them, they decide to take his shoes, which is strange because he has a bike that they could take, but then again, these two are underdeveloped morons. He goes home to his Addams Family / Adamyville horror home, feeling depressed because, here's something you never heard, he hates the new town and wants to go back to his old one.
Can't believe you made me move here.
Well, we had no choice. It was either move here or stay in a place where the Terminator would govern us. So he's lying in his bed while doing...
Oh, Allison. You're so soft. Oh, Allison. You're so soft.
You are aware there are children watching.
Just wanna...
Danny!
Hey, what the fuck? I was in the middle of something here! So this is Max's kid sister named Danny, played by a young Thora Birch.
I scared you, ha 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 ha. I'm Allison. Kiss me, I'm Allison.
But you're my sister. Well, if no one else is around.
Guess what? You're gonna take me trick-or-treating.
Not this year, Danny.
Mom said you have to.
Well, she can take you.
She and Dad are going to the party at Town Hall.
Well, you're 8. Go by yourself.
Yes, letting your 8-year-old sister go trick-or-treating by herself. I can't see anything going wrong with that. Imagine if you left her alone for one moment.
Looking for this?
What a fucking shock.
Come on, Max. Couldn't you forget about being a cool teenager just for one night? Please?
fuck? Did she pass a kidney stone or something? No human being could do that.
Let's go, hurry up. The bewitching hour is about to begin.
Wait a minute. She called out for her mom. Shouldn't she transport it into Cool World like Brad Pitt does? Consistency? What's that? So Max and Danny go trick-or-treating together when they bump into Dumb and Dumber, who is stealing other people's candy.
Ding, ding. Ding, ding. Stop and pay the toll, kid. 10 chocolate bars, no licorice. Dump out your sack.
Good night, everybody.
But then Max steps in. Or is forced into the situation.
Hollywood.
Knock it the fuck off!
So, you're doing a little trick-or-treating. Ding dong. Woo!
You know those Disney Channel shows that have people try so hard to be funny but they fail at a spectacular level? These two created those anus-spawning shows. Look at these guys. They're so annoying they make Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen when they were on Full House look like Academy Award winners.
Whoa, I love the costume. Yeah. But what are you supposed to be? A new kid on the block?
Oh, I get it. He was making a joke about an 80s band. The 80s! Like where this joke should have stayed. So, the siblings give their candy to the bullies and walk away.
You just humiliated me in front of half the guys at school. So collect your candy and get out of my life.
I want to go home.
I guess she knows about the razors I put in the chocolate bars. Danny goes to cry while Max tries to apologize.
Danny, I'm sorry. Give me one more chance.
Why should I?
Because I'm your brother. Oh, check that out.
What?
Something just flew across the moon.
They go into a house where they meet a familiar face.
I thought you weren't into Halloween.
I'm not. I'm just taking my little sister Danny around.
Do you guys want some cider?
No.
Sure.
What the fuck? Is this what rich people wear during Halloween? Oh, that's nothing. You should see the people next door and how they dress during Halloween.
I'm just a sweet transvestite.
By the way, Danny, I love your costume.
Thank you. I really like yours too. Of course, I couldn't wear anything like that because I don't have any, what do you call them, Max? Yabos? Yabos?
Sam, please help me divert that line.
You are aware there are children watching.
Max likes your Yabos. In fact, he loves them.
Let's see, this is a Disney film. So Allison tells the siblings that her mom used to own the museum of the Witch Sisters from earlier. Max and Allison agree to go, but Danny is unsure.
Max, I'm not going up there. My friends at school told me all about that place. It's weird.
Danny, this is the girl in my dreams.
I'm sure she's the one, even though I've only known her for 5 minutes, but I want to ask for her hand. And mouth. So the three of them go to the witch house to check around. Max walks across a black light candle, and since he doesn't believe in the witch story, he decides to light it up.
So let's light the sucker and meet them.
There's a joke here that I really want to do in terms of this scene, but I don't want to steal it, so let's move on.
Stupid cat!
Right, let's go.
Oh, come on. It's just a bunch of hocus pocus.
He said the title of the movie. That's really not funny. So, even though he's warned by his sister, Max lights up the candle anyway. The flame turns black and something wicked this way comes. The witches! Yeah, I wish. No, it's our three main antagonists, who, despite being dead for hundreds of years, have somehow become much more annoying.
I knew I left this card, and didn't I tell you how I knew it?
My lucky rat tail! Just where I left it!
But the witches can smell a child, and, with their sense of smell, sniffs one of them out. Okay, we can't keep pointing out all the similarities.
Come out, my dear. We will not harm thee. We love children.
Isn't an initial reaction to something being slammed hard on the table is to become frightened and not show yourself? Jesus, kid, it's not a game of whack-a-mole. Sorry, I forgot my whack-a-mole hammer at home.
Sisters, we have been gone 300 years. Well, Winnie, how time flies, huh? When you're dead.
Wow. The jokes in this movie are so unfunny that I think that I stumbled onto a product of Disney. Whoa, wait! Just as the witches are about to eat her, Max comes to the rescue.
Let go of my little sister.
Roast him, Winnie. No, let me play with him.
Wait! You forgot to say, a boy!
A boy!
So, after what I think is a fight scene, the cat saves the day by jumping onto Winifred. Dawson and Danny escape. Max decides to stay behind to distract them for a while.
You mess with the great and powerful Max, and now must suffer the consequences. I summon the burning rain of death.
Burning rain of death.
No, that doesn't happen. But the water sprinklers turn on and the witches think it's something dangerous, so they hide away from the water.
Nice going, Max.
Oh hey look, it's Salem from Sabrina the Teenage Witch in a not-so-quite-right form. No, it's Thackeray, and he tells Max to get the spellbook. After a moment, the witches realize that they've been tricked and they go after the children.
Shit. What? Rollers. No. Yeah. Shit.
So the protagonists go into the graveyard since it's hollow ground and witches can't walk upon it.
Billy Butcherson was Winifred's lover, but she found him sporting with her sister Sarah, so she poisoned him and sewed his mouth shut with a dull needle, so he couldn't tell her secrets even in death. Winifred always was the jealous type.
And yet there's no indication that there was any problem with Winifred and Sarah, so I'm guessing that they're making up the story along the way. Meanwhile, the witches are hiding away from the firemen. Is it me, or are these witches getting more and more annoying from each scene they're in?
That brought us back only works tonight on All Hallows Eve when the sun comes up. We're toast. Pudding!
Holy fuck. Shut the fuck up! My god, these witches are making my ears bleed!
Fortunately, the potion I brewed the night we were hanged would keep us alive and young forever. The recipe for that potion is in my spellbook, and the little wretches have stolen it. We must find the book, brew the potion, and suck the lives out of the children of Salem before sunrise.
I'll take over and rule the Empire. Brilliant.
Back with the kids, Thackeray explains that he lost his sister to the witches and has been guarding the house, waiting for the day that a virgin would light back the black light candle. That way, the witches would come back, Thackeray would stop them at their evil plan, and he would lose his immortality, and his soul would be reunited with his sister. Yeah, that's a good plan, really airtight. But, there's just one problem. In an earlier scene, he tried to stop Max from lighting the damn candle by jumping on him! Why did you do that? If anything, he was making your plan move forward! So the kids decide to burn it, but it cannot be destroyed because it's surrounded by magic. However, the witches somehow find the kids while they're on their unconvincing flying brooms. They try to escape, but they're surrounded, even though they could just turn around and run. Winifred uses a spell to bring someone back from the dead.
Hello, Billy. Catch those children! Get up!
Hold on a minute. Winifred brings back the person who was her lover, and who cheated on her with one of her sisters. Why? Why would she want to bring back someone who hated her near the end of their life? Why doesn't she become pissed off with her lover and her sister? And why does the zombie look like a zombie Muppet? That last sentence is the most important. The children escape into an old Salem crypt that connects through the sewer and up to the street. Meanwhile, the witches go in front of the graveyard to trap them, but they cannot smell them because they went too far. By the way, if they wanted to catch them, why couldn't they just swoop really low inside the graveyard and catch them? So after they have some pointless scenes involving a bus ride, well, not completely pointless, the kids get out of the sewer, but Thackeray gets run over by the bus.
It's all my fault.
Max, it's not your fault.
Not his fault, huh? Okay, I guess it wasn't his fault that he coaxed the both of you into going into the witch's house. I guess it wasn't his fault for releasing the witches. And I Guess he's not that great of a big brother.
I guess no one's coming?
No, I guess they forgot that Thackeray is immortal and can come back to life.
Tweet.
So after the witches get off the bus, they see someone who is dressed like Satan, who invites them into his home. And like fucking idiots, they leave their broomsticks outside, so children can take them and fly away with them. Or they walk away with them while the movie makes a flying sound effect. So, after another pointless scene, the witches are chased out of the house. Meanwhile, the kids tell a police officer about what's going on.
See, it's like this. I broke into the old Sanderson house and I brought the witches back from the dead.
And he's a virgin.
Are you a virgin?
What the fuck is up with the virgin jokes here? Is it supposed to add on to something? What is with the virgin jokes? Disney, why are you, a Disney movie, making all these virgin jokes? Answer me! So they don't get any help from the cop. Well, he's dressed as a cop for Halloween. What the trio do is go to the town hall to get help from the siblings' parents.
Mom? What are you supposed to be?
Madonna?
Oh, come on, miss. Make with the times. Madonna has to look like she's 70, dress like she's 30, and try to pass like she's 21. But the parents don't believe their witch story while the witches actually appear. I really don't know how they keep finding them. You could say that's their sense of smell, but there are children everywhere in the street.
Hey, cut the music, cut the music. I'm in the middle of a song. It's an emergency, only for a minute. I know this sounds dumb, but they're here tonight.
And they're much more annoying. Please make them stop.
They're right over there.
Thank you, Max, for that marvelous introduction.
Oh my god. The over-the-top performances, the constant stupidity, the fucking annoyance, the fucking constant chewing of the scenery. Is there anything that could make these witches more annoying?
I put a spell on you.
Fuck! They sing? What the fuck? Please! I can't take anymore! This is fucking annoying! Show me where! Where in the fucking movie does it say there needs to be a goddamn musical in this piece of shit? I can't take it anymore! These have got to be the most annoying witches ever! And another thing, why do they need to sing in order to cast a spell on people to keep dancing? Why do they sing in order for the kids to get away from them losing the book again? Is there anything else that could be any worse?
Ring, ring, ring,
No!
ring, 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 ring. Banana phone.
Get on with it!
Get on with it.
Yes, get on with it!
So after my near-suicide attempt, the kids escape and the witches cannot find them. Why don't you sing so they can dance right up next to you, fucking old bastards? Fucking. So the witches miss them and the kids try to figure out what to do next.
I have an idea.
What, get Harry Potter because he's doing a much better job than you guys ever will. So the kids go to high school to set up a trap for the witches.
Welcome to high school hell. I'm your host, Boris Karloff Jr. It's time to meet our 3 contestants.
Wow, Tom Cruise has finally found a way to make himself even hammier.
Hello, welcome to the library. Bonjour, bienvenue à la bibliothèque. Bienvenue à la bibliothèque.
I'm sorry, but I don't believe anyone can be this stupid. Are you telling me that they are fooled by a monotone voice speaking different languages? Are you serious? They know what the kids sound like, so why the hell are they fooled? Even a deaf person with no legs, slight blindness, and inside a 2-ton fucking cage can figure out that it's a goddamn trap!
You are aware there are children watching.
Farewell, Winifred Sanderson!
Yeah! We defeated the witches! But wait, the movie's only an hour done. What's gonna happen after? What a fucking shock. Well, wait a minute. A room can't be so hot that the door would come down. That's absolute bullshit! That room is meant to be stable in high degrees. So how the fuck does this door get pushed down? You can't do that! You can't do that! You can't fucking do that! Ah!
No, Binks told us not to open it.
Well, the witches are dead. What harm could it do?
Just be careful.
You morons! Do you know what the cat said about not opening the book? I mean, see if something went awry. See, the book gave out a huge light in the sky. The witches found them somehow, even though the light is gone, and take the book and Danny and Thackeray away. I mean, what are the chances of that happening? So the witches are flying high into the night while chanting a spell that brings up children to go to them absent-mindedly.
Come, little children.
Stop fucking singing! Can't you just chant shit or shut the fuck up? Please! That would be much better! Speaking of which, the children go follow the witch's chant. And it's 4 in the morning, so why are these children in their Halloween costumes? So the kids figure out that the only way to defeat the witches is to make the sun rise up faster, since a black light candle only works for one Halloween night. Meanwhile, the witches are getting ready to use their spell on Danny.
Soon the lives of all my little friends will be mine, and I shall be young and beautiful again forever.
It doesn't matter how young or old you are. You sold your soul. You're the ugliest thing that's ever lived.
You die first. Too bad you will die.
Just when they get Danny to drink it, Max comes in to save the day.
Prepare to die! Again.
You have no powers here, you fool!
Again, you forgot to say, a boy!
A boy! You have no powers here, you fool!
Hollywood!
Knock it off! Oh yeah, Tweedle fucking Tweedle cunt were captured by the witches because they made fun of them, but really, I don't give a fuck. I won't even mention them again. So Max's plan is set into motion when the obvious car light shines through the witch's window, and, like idiots, the gals fall for it.
I'm melting! Oh, what a world, what a world!
The kids escape as the witches realize that they've been had. They find that the potion has been spilled, but there's still a little bit left for one child. Who are they gonna get?
Hello there! Let me see your driver's permit.
So, instead of getting any fucking child that is fucking walking to them, against their goddamn will, they decide to get Danny. You fucking morons! You're making Nicole Kidman's character from Bewitched look like fucking Albert Einstein! So, after the kids give her the slip, they go into the graveyard where they meet the Billy Zombie.
Run, Danny, run! Come on!
Billy! Billy, listen to me! Kill him if you must! Don't double come along now!
You buck-toothed pop-ride firefly from hell!
Yarr! Now I'm a zombie pirate! Arr! So yeah, the zombie is a good guy. Am I on drugs? So they escape the witch, and everyone starts to set a trap for the witches by using salt. They put Danny in a safe spot where they put a circle of salt around her, because that apparently weakens the witch. The witches come around, and we have this so-called fight scene that is really lazily put together.
Like this, let me see you bop your head, nod your head, come on!
Danny gets out of the safety spot to get the zombie's head back. Fucking idiot.
Danny! Open your mouth! Open your mouth!
Put her down or I'll smash it!
Make sure that she dies!
Let's go!
I think that only works for a child. What? I thought the point of the potion was giving it to a child! This guy's a teenager! I thought the point of you guys taking children was to grow younger! What's the fucking idea you witches have? Are these the stupidest witches ever? Fuck it, I'm gonna wrap this up! Winifred's about to suck the life out of Max, but the sun comes up with Sarah and Mary explode while Winifred, for some reason, turns into a statue and then explodes. Fuck it, I don't give a flying fuck. Fill in the blanks yourself because I'm not going to fucking bother! So the parents that were under that dancing spell stop dancing, the zombie goes back to sleep, even though he should have went back to sleep when the witches were destroyed, and Thackeray's soul is reunited with his sister, and the movie is finally over. Oh, except let's squeeze in one more virgin joke.
Thackeray Beans, what took these so long?
I'm sorry, Emily. I had to wait 300 years for a virgin to light a candle.
Fuck you, movie! You can go straight to hell! So that was Hocus Pocus, It Should Be Bewitched. The characters are bland and morons, the witches are annoying, the movie has a ton of plot holes, and the virgin jokes get really old! I have never been so irritated with a Halloween movie like this, ever! I wish I had a witch to cast a spell on my brain to forget this annoying piece of pumpkin shit. In fact, I'll just start drinking so I can lose brain cells of this piece of shit. I'm Harrison Laine. Happy motherfucking goddamn Halloween, everybody. Happy motherfucking goddamn Halloween.